this church called?
Altar of the Fatherland.
No, that's the next door.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Maria something.
Is this it? Museum? No.
You gonna film me?
I'm filming you.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and I wanted to tune in with you guys just for a minute. I'm here with my good friend Felix Hyde from his YouTube channel, TheHeartCentre, and essentially I've put my angel wings on today and I've been roaming the streets of Rome and causing quite the spectacle. Everybody's been looking and smiling and wanting to take pictures with me, and it's been a really good feeling because I've been handing out a lot of blessings to a lot of strangers. But essentially we have found our way into this Catholic church, and when we came in here there was a really strong presence of energy, and so we actually started kicking off the grid work early, and we started reversing the anti-life portals. So in this church we basically reversed everything according to the black magic grids, according to the black nobility leagues and lines, and also Saturn. And
we brought in Jupiterian energy and Venus as well to counterbalance the persecution of the divine feminine, and really expand that space open. What was the other thing as well?
Yeah, we also set a lot of the prayers free. We've been finding that there is a lot of Vatican seals that are not only, you know, at the Vatican, but they're here also in these other basilicas and churches and other places. So we've been taking note of where we're finding the seals and removing them, and just acknowledging them, I think, for one, is helping to clear the energy.
Yeah, absolutely. I've also been seeing quite a lot of the Templar seals scattered around as well. And particularly not just here, but in other places, master seals that have been locking down the city's energy and preventing the flow of life force coming through to actually clear the wounding that's held through the collectives here. So yeah, it's quite a lot.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of overwhelming rushes of energy, feeling the clearings coming through, feeling our chakras clear, and this seems to be a pretty significant place.
Absolutely, yeah. It's funny you just mentioned that, actually, because going through these different temples, or even like this one this morning, the whole right side of my body just froze up and just felt really disgusting. So noticing how the different parts of the body are really being affected by the ambulance passing by.
Right.
Being affected. So it's like the different temples are designating to different body parts. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, so we'll keep bringing you guys on this journey with us today as we go more places and discover more things and do some more clearings. We're preparing the land, we're preparing the city of Rome for our team to get here. So when they get here, we're definitely going to be running much more strategic clearings, but we wanted to make sure that we kind of pre-surveyed everything and energetically and spiritually prepared.
Yeah, I think particularly with these kind of locations, if they're not as attuned to certain frequencies, it can cause more harm for the person than it can do good. So really to kind of get in and assess, data collect, as you would say, is such an important thing to be kind of working with if you're coming to do a clearing in a different city or in a different place.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll check back in.
So we've got, this is the altar of the Fatherland.
So we are currently at the altar of the Fatherland, and it's a pretty impressive building with impressive architecture. There's a skylift that takes you up to the top of the building, so that way you can see all of Rome. And on this side of us here, we have this giant statue that is called Vittoriano. And actually, we're not too sure what it's called. It honestly looks like a male version or representation of like an Athena energy or like a warrior god energy, because as we turn around here we have Athena on this side, down this way. And essentially this seems to be kind of like a memorial building to all of the great war commanders throughout history. They had a lot to Napoleon, and did you recognize any of the other generals that were in the war part of the museum?
I didn't really recognize the generals. I just felt it was very, very, very dense here. I also felt a very strong presence of sexual energy, sexual dominance and revelry, which is a, what's the word you would use for the elites? The upper echelons, societal sexual games that they play.
Like sexual manipulation
or
domination.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a lot of
Predatorial
that.
sexual energy.
Yeah, that was exactly it. The predatorial energy was very strong within that. I have been seeing a lot of gold coming into the foundations of this location, which has been bubbling up black toxic goo, moving through and then being dissolved with aqua and electric currents within spheres. So that's what I've just been seeing now.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. I've been kind of noticing the cloud movement around us. Like you see the clouds above us. It's like they're just forming in a way that they are to. Maybe it's holding the pressure or holding the density around this place. It's interesting because I do get like an intriguing energy of this place. Like it's really been calling to me. It's really been pulling me in. But then at the same time, it's also been kind of pulling me away too. Like I don't know. Like it's kind of like that. It's got a push and pull type of vibe here.
Yeah, definitely. What I do feel for you as well, it was that Athena energy, but the light side of it coming in to kind of reverse that war mentality through with your wings.
Yeah, so I'm wearing my wings if you guys can't see, but essentially we've been blessing and clearing a lot of the war energy. When we got to the room of all of the general heads, we tried to shift and clear the war energy. They did keep a lot of the like helmets and clothing and pendants from war that the generals had been wearing, so I think a lot of the energy is still attached to the artifacts.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what kind of I feel like made the pressure in the room.
Yeah.
It was just kind of sad, really.
It was, yeah, definitely. There's also the checkerboard really prominent within this as well, keeping into that very, very strong polarized mentality.
Yeah, they have the checkerboard grid running here for sure. Immediately when we came here, Poseidon's energy.
Yeah.
It seemed like mermaids too. Like there was mermaids coming through the pillars and parts of the building.
And even actually on this now, this
Seashell.
the scallop hem of the building, it's almost like a clamshell. So yeah, you've definitely got that kind of empowerment over water.
Yes. And there's even like jeweled out, bedazzled floor prints that look like could be water, which is really interesting. So it's definitely an Atlantean frequency that it's upholding here, and with the grandioseness of the statues as well, it definitely feels like it's carrying the contention of Atlantis.
Yeah, I'm also now feeling a narcissistic mentality coming through as well within the element of air around this building. It's quite strong within that, and it's a pride as well. That's really coming through quite powerfully at the moment. I can feel that all through my throat at the moment, coming down through into my chest almost. Now with a slavery kind of lock and key system overlaid through that body.
And we even did see some of the statues were holding keys, and keys seem to be a consistent symbolism that we're finding throughout Rome. Also, you were feeling that there was a tunnel system below here?
Absolutely, yeah, the tunnel system below, and also this is linking into the Castel d'Angelo, that's right, where the major city seal is sat to hold the wounding in place, really, but not anymore, as that's all breaking down now. So yeah. Good.
So we'll be clearing this place from the rooftop, and also giving you guys a nice view of what we can see from up here, because it is actually pretty awesome. We can see all of Palatine Hill, the Colosseum, and also the Vatican from this rooftop. So yeah, we'll show you guys what it looks like.
Definitely tuning into AI wave spectrums as well here. It's feeling really close.
Yeah.